On set, we have Chen Herzog of BDO. Thank you so much for being with us.
Hello.
Well, where do you see oil going now?
Well, low oil prices are here to stay for quite a while. Currently the market is characterized by more supply than demand. And in this condition, oil prices can go even below the economic cost of producing oil. But in the longer term, we see oil going up to about $60, $70 per barrel. This represents the economic cost of producing oil. And the market dynamics that move oil price up are already here. On the one hand, we see consumers increasing demand because of low oil prices, moving to larger cars, driving more. On the other hand, corporations are reducing investments because it doesn't make sense to invest today in new capacity. So the combination will drive eventually oil prices to $60 to $70 per barrel.
So that's good news for the oil companies.
Well, in the meantime, those will survive because in the meantime, it's difficult times, and we see some smaller companies even going bankrupt. So there is a rough road ahead for them.
All right. Well, how has the Israeli market been affected? A lot of analysts have hailed that this is a good news, essentially, for consumers in the U.S., for instance.
Yeah, actually, oil prices in Israel are fully linked to the international prices. So for every dollar of oil reduction for the U.S. consumer, the Israeli consumer also gets $1 worth in his gasoline bill. But in Israel, when you pay for the gasoline, about 70% of the price is taxes. And the tax component is fixed. So if you're looking in percentage terms, it appears that the reduction is smaller. But actually, when you go to your bank account and you see how much you saved on gasoline this month, it's the same as the American or European consumer.
All right. Well, let's look into the future a bit again. You projected the $60, $70 level here. In June, we have another OPEC meeting, and by then, Iran is expected to increase its output to pre-sanctions levels. What can we expect? And is that $60, $70 level from that?
Well, in the current condition, OPEC as a cartel is not effective. It's dead. A cartel can only affect prices if there is limited number of producers who have excess capacity, and this is not the case. So I cannot expect any effect of OPEC deciding to the one hand or another. We are in the short term in a process of oversupply, and we can expect lower prices going on for quite a while.
Well, thank you very much for being with us. I guess that will be great news for the consumer all over the world. Chen Herzog.